I'm Colin Colony, and this is
Warren.
And this is A Push Nightly News. We are covering the New England Colonies tonight and everything that went real along with those New England Colonies. The Great Migration, the Great Puritan Migration was the first thing to happen. Chesapeake, all the people from Chesapeake went to New England, all the Puritans, in 1630.
Our news anchor is out in the field covering the Great Migration. New Rutledge, what's happening?
Well, Warren, I am on the scene here today, and we'll be talking about the Great Migration. As you can see, there is water, plenty of it. Little people on these little boats, and they're coming over. They're called Puritans because they must be pure and tan. So, as you can see, this explains a lot of the information.
They all went and formed the Massachusetts Bay Colony, which was the largest of all English colonies on the American mainland. Who led this fleet was John Winthrop. It was a bunch of ships carrying 1,000 men and women. And then when he got there, he delivered the speech called The City Upon the Hill to all the Puritans.
Our news anchor is out in the field covering the Massachusetts Bay Colony. New Rutledge, what's happening?
I'm news anchor, New Rutledge, and I'm here with John Winthrop, who is one of the first persons to sail over here during the Great Migration. So, I have some questions for you, if that's okay. Alright. So, what were you thinking when you were sailing over here? Well, not that I really care anything, but, I mean, wait, what about the City Upon the Hill suite? Please, yeah. What about that? Actually, so, this is your speech, and it's about God. Amen. Amen. Back to you.
Next, the Plymouth Colony was founded in 1620.
Well, Warren, I'm here on the scene with these guys who are from Plymouth.
We're from Plymouth. We were founded in 1620.
They think they're the only ones here.
And the University of Harvard was founded in 1636. Our news anchor is out in the field covering the founding of Harvard. New Rutledge,
I am on the scene where I have found the people who have founded Harvard.
We're educated people from Harvard. Our school was founded in 1636.
Guys, it's upside down.
Oh, shoot a monkey.
Back to you.
Next, Roger Williams came up with a bright idea of the separation of church and state. He was banished in 1635 for his beliefs, but he became so popular he had tons of followers. So all the followers followed him to the Rhode Island colony.
Well, Warren, I'm on the scene with Roger Williams, who has come to talk to you a little bit about separation of church.
Well, I came up with the idea of separation of church and state, and those people didn't like that, so they banished me in 1635. But I had a lot of followers that came with me, and they all came with me, and we formed the Rhode Island Colony.
The Rhode Island Colony was founded in 1647. Our news anchor is out in the field covering the founding of the Rhode Island Colony. New Rutledge, what's happening?
Well, Warren, I'm here with the finding of Rhode Island Colony.
This is Rhode Island. We were founded in 1647. Well, there's Rhode Island too.
Anne Hutchinson publicly criticized the clergy. She didn't agree with the ideas of good works that the church taught. But the men didn't like it that she was a woman when she stand up to say these things, so they lessened the rights of women in church.
Our news reporter, New Rutledge, is going to tell us about what Anne Hutchinson did.
Well, Warren, I'm here with Anne Hutchins, and she spoke out against the clergy and got banished, and because of that she was a woman, the men started giving the women less rights. Here is a chart to explain it.
In 1635, Connecticut was founded. They went and fought a war with the Pequot Indians, and that's what started the Pequot War of 1637. Our news reporter, New Rutledge, is out in the field covering the founding of Connecticut. New Rutledge, what's
Well, Warren, I am here in the foundation of Connecticut. Can you tell us guys a little bit about it?
Sure. Connecticut was founded in 1635, but the Pequot Indians was on our land, so we decided to go to war with them in 1637.
There's an Indian!
What? Yeah! Yeah!
Big train rolling.
King's Philip's War started in 1675 when Plymouth hung 3 Wampawong Indians for killing Christian Indians. They threatened to arrest Metacom, which was the leader of the Wampawongs. The Indians went after Metacom after he took off and ran. Destroying everything in their path, they found that finally the Indians caught up to Metacom. And they destroyed the Wampawongs' food supply. They destroyed the Wampawongs' food supply, and all the Wampawong Indians starved to death.
Our news anchor is covering the King Philip's War. New Rutledge, what's happening?
Right now, we're witnessing King Philip's War, and the Christian Indians are chasing Metacom, the leader of the Wampawong Indians. Right now, the Christian Indians are destroying the Wampawong's main food supply. Metacom's dead body. Because the Christian Indians killed their food supply, they all died of starvation.
It's all your fault.
In Salem, Massachusetts, in 1691, several Salem village girls encouraged a female slave, her name was Tipute, to tell them of sorcery. The girls started behaving strangely after they learned about the sorcery. It caused a mass chaos of potential witches all over Salem. The jails filled up with people who had arrested the people that they thought were potential witches. Finally, judges put a stop to it. And Governor William Phipps was one of those that put the main stop to it. And in 1693, they were all pardoned and sent home.
Our news anchor is out in the field covering the Salem witch trials. New Rutledge, what's
Right
happening?
now we're interviewing Governor William Phipps. He knows all about the Salem witch trials.
Well, I'm from Salem, Massachusetts, and those witch trials went on in my land. I put an end to it in 1693, where I pardoned everybody. But I got to tell you the story before then. All right, there was just 2 little girls, and they asked a little slave girl. Her name was Tipute or something like that, or Tribute or something like that. They wanted to know about sorcery. So she told the little girls about sorcery and started acting funny. And then a bunch of people started claiming people was witches, and there was witches everywhere, and they were hanging people and whatnot. And then the jails filled up because of potential witches and all that good stuff. So I put it into it in 1693, and I pardoned everybody. My name's Governor William Phipps. Thank you.
I'm Colin Colony, and this is
War Warren.
And that concludes our A-Push Nightly News. Thank you.